Hello students! Today we are going to explore the fascinating world of the carbon cycle. Have you ever wondered how carbon moves through our environment, from the atmosphere to living organisms and back again? Well, today we're going to dive into just that. Let's start by understanding what carbon is and why it is so important. Carbon is a chemical element that is essential for life on Earth. It is found in all living organisms, including plants, animals, and even us humans. Carbon is also found in the atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that helps regulate Earth's temperature. Now let's talk about how carbon moves through the environment in what we call the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle is a complex process that involves the movement of carbon between the atmosphere, the oceans, the soil, and living organisms. This cycle is essential for maintaining the balance of carbon on Earth. One of the key players in the carbon cycle is photosynthesis. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and use it, along with sunlight and water, to produce glucose, a type of sugar that serves as food for the plant. In this process, plants release oxygen back into the atmosphere, which is essential for all living organisms, including us humans. But that's not the end of the story. When animals eat plants, they consume the carbon stored in the plant's tissues. This carbon is then used by the animal for energy and growth. When animals breathe, they release carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere through respiration. This process completes the cycle of carbon moving from the atmosphere to living organisms and back again. Another important aspect of the carbon cycle is decomposition. When plants and animals die, their remains are broken down by decomposers such as bacteria and fungi. During this process, carbon is released back into the soil in the form of organic matter. This carbon can then be stored in the soil for long periods of time, helping to regulate the carbon cycle. Now let's talk about another important aspect of the carbon cycle: the role of the oceans. The oceans play a crucial role in regulating the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. When carbon dioxide dissolves in the ocean, it forms carbonic acid, which can be used by marine organisms such as corals and shellfish to build their shells and skeletons. But as carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere continue to rise due to human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, the oceans are becoming more acidic. This can have devastating effects on marine life as well as on the entire ecosystem. It is important for us to understand the impact of our actions on the carbon cycle and to take steps to reduce our carbon footprint. In conclusion, the carbon cycle is a complex process that involves the movement of carbon between the atmosphere, living organisms, the oceans, and the soil. It is essential for maintaining the balance of carbon on Earth and for supporting life as we know it. By understanding the carbon cycle and the impact of our actions on the environment, we can all work together to protect our planet for future generations. Thank you for joining me today in exploring the wonders of the carbon cycle. Are there any questions about the carbon cycle or how it impacts our environment? Feel free to ask and we can discuss further. Remember, we all play a role in the carbon cycle, so it's important for us to be mindful of our actions and how they can affect the balance of carbon on Earth. Let's work together to protect our planet and ensure a sustainable future for all living organisms. Thank you for your attention today.